see you. Let me try. Okay, good morning. It is Monday something, June something. I don't even care to look. I'm very tired today. I pushed myself hard last night and was studying, and I really just didn't want to study, but I was like, if you finish these 2 PowerPoints, you'll feel better about yourself. And I don't, so maybe I should have took the break. Who knows? Who knows? But too late to go back now. But it is basically 7 a.m. and I'm going to get some studying done. We have a full day ahead of us. I basically have class today from 8 to 12, you know, normal schedule, that's biochem. Then I get a break. Then I have microbio from 1 to 2. And then I have Then I have the biochem professor is holding office hours from 3 to 4. And then the microbiology professor is holding office hours from 7 to 8. Then I have a meeting with my TA that we have to do, like we have some weekly that you have to do. It's from 7 to 7:30, so I probably won't go to micro, which I'm fine with. And I also have my personal training session today, so it's a full day. But today's goal is to get caught up and stay caught up, like do not fall behind, which is going to be interesting because I have basically 2 PowerPoints left in biochem that I want to take notes on. And then I need to enter everything into Anki, which I've started a little bit with biochem, so I feel better about that, but I need to finish obviously putting the rest of those lectures into Anki. And then micro, I haven't put anything, well I put a few, and by few I mean like 2 or 3, so I might do that. I don't know. Part of me is telling me that I need to take notes for biochem because it's extremely hard to get caught back up if you like get behind in notes, because we go over 4 lectures a day, which whatever, it's fine. So I'm gonna probably do that, and then anytime that I have left over, I'll probably do Anki. There's a difference between putting flashcards into Anki and doing Anki, just so everybody knows. My cousin is also coming into town this week, and we have our midterm on Monday. So this week ought to be funsies. You're gonna see. The goal this week, I'm saying it now, is to just not get too behind. Like Friday, I want to be able to be like, oh, I only have like 2 lectures to take notes on and 2 things to put into Anki. Like that's my goal. Maybe unattainable, but we're gonna strive for the best, okay? Also, there's certain lectures, I was gonna go back and watch the recordings on all the lectures, but some of them are fine with, some of them I'm like, what the heck? So we're gonna see, I feel like I could watch them pretty fast. So we're not gonna start that yet. And if we don't get to it, I won't be mad, but that's the goal. I made my coffee. And this is what I'm gonna have for breakfast. I literally keep my breakfast, and then I'm actually gonna put some of these applesauces I have in the fridge. But I try my best to keep, which I showed you guys, snacks up here, because when I tell you I don't have the time, I really don't have the time. Like anything, when they said anything you can do to cut down on time, do that. They meant it. They meant it. The sun's blazing. My sister did put one apple thing in here for me. Appreciate it, Callie. Alright, well, we're just gonna get started, so I'll see you guys when I see you. I'm gonna try to record what I look like during lecture a little bit today, but I feel like that's boring. But I'm gonna give you guys what the people want. And by people, I mean me. Okay, bye. Okay, I'm gonna start off this story, how I experienced it. So let's flash back to 8 a.m. Erica. She's expecting to get a class from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Now I'm gonna tell you what time it is. It's 11:30, and I'm sure you're thinking, oh my gosh, Erica, you guys got out 30 minutes early. Why did you look upset? Why did you look like you could tear thousands of sheets of paper apart? That's such a weird analogy, but let me tell you why. So there was an emergency, and our professor had to leave class 30 minutes early. Fine, okay, whatever. She's like, yeah, so we're gonna be moving a little bit quicker. Okay. What can I do about it? Nothing. She's like, yeah, so instead of getting like 4 breaks, which is we get a break every hour, she was like, we'll just get 2. So I'm like, okay, I can deal with that. You know, 4 is great, but some would consider it excessive. Like, I don't need a break every hour, especially like the first like 2 hours. Like, I'm pretty zoned in. So I was like, I can deal with that. Do you know how many breaks we got? 0! And like, I understand why we couldn't have any breaks, because she had to get through the material. But I want you to imagine it's not the same. Being lectured at for 4 hours is not the same as studying for 4 hours. And then like, I just started to feel so discouraged like hour 1, hour 2, because like the stuff that we were learning about, I thought that I knew it, and then I went to do the practice questions with my breakout group, and you know, they're like, oh, what do you think? And I told them this, and they're like, we agree. So I felt like, I don't know, but moral of the story is I got them all, not all of them, I'm being dramatic, but I got a lot of them wrong. And like, I'm just like, oh, so do I not know? But like, they were tricky. Like, I feel like she was trying to trick us. But so then I was like second guessing myself, and like, this is gonna be my rant for the day. The reason why I never thought that I was just like smart growing up, and really until like my second year of college, is because I'm not an auditory learner. Like, I don't, when people like talk to me and they're telling me information, honestly, it goes somewhere, just not in here. Like, I don't know where the information goes. Like, if it's interesting, it might stick in my brain for a little bit longer. But I am more of a visuals, drawing, hands-on type of girly. Like, I prefer to study on my own. That way I can draw out my little diagrams, make my mnemonics, do whatever it is that I need to do to make the information stick. Like, the more times that I see it, the better. Which sounds that way for everybody, but some people like being lectured at. They like listening to professors, and they like learning their information that way. I need to be able to look at the information first before you talk to me about it. I don't know why I'm like that, but that's just the way that I am. And that doesn't really work in the American school system whatsoever. So I've always struggled with that. And like, when I was growing up, I was like, why is that? I also have ADHD, so that doesn't help my case. I don't know why I whispered that, but like, so like my attention span, I think that's what it is. Like, it's not that my attention span is short, it's that I don't even know how to explain it. Like, when I listened, so during COVID, I was still in college, so I was taking my classes online, and my professors would record the videos, and they were like, here you go. Some of my classmates would sit there and listen to it on 1x. And I was like, sweetheart, do you not know you could turn that thing up to 2x? I do that with all my stuff. I do it with sketchy videos, MCAT studying. Everything was on 2x. So it's painful when I have to sit in class and I listen to a professor, because initially it's on 1x. Which sounds crazy because it's like, Erica, like, of course, like, they're just talking normally. But like, my brain just processes things faster. Like, it likes when things are being thrown at it faster. Like, not necessarily, I guess it's the material. I don't know how to explain it, but basically, I would love to not go to lecture. I just feel like, which I have to for this, is mandatory, but I think that's something that I need to look at for medical schools is like, do they require you to go to every single lecture, or can you watch them online? Like, it's crazy what you're learning about yourself through this program. And I already knew that I was a visual learner, but I never thought to take that into account when choosing or looking at medical schools. So that's a lesson that I learned today. And now my brain is absolutely fried from sitting there for that long with no breaks, not getting up, trying my hardest to focus. Like, I literally feel like my brain is like this big, and it's like, yeah. But I'm gonna eat lunch really quickly, take like I can't afford to take breaks this week either, which I know you're like, what the freak, you just complained about not having a break. Because our midterm is on Monday, guys. Literally Monday. So I need to be on my P's and Q's. Like, everything that I learned today needs to, I don't need to have it all like memorized, learned through, process, but it needs to be familiar. It needs to be like, if someone asks me a question and I get it wrong, I can understand why I get it wrong. Like, I don't need to be sitting there confused on why I got it wrong type of deal. I don't even know if that makes sense, but yeah, so I think I'm gonna, during our hour, which is now an hour and a half break, I'm just gonna eat lunch, take a 30-minute break, and then I'm going to like do some other stuff that we have to do that's not really like academic. Freak! I'm tired. Alright, bye. Hi. I'm done with classes for the day. I still have some meetings to do, but micro was fine. I actually did learn some stuff today that I didn't know about, and then some of the stuff that I knew about, like, it was just basic level stuff, and we went like into detail. So this is a first. Yeah, in my micro class we didn't really go in depth in viruses. I'm putting up the anyways, back to what I was saying. In my micro class we like touched on viruses, but we didn't go, I don't believe we did. I mean, we could have, like halfway through my micro classes when we went online for Corona, so yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. I just don't remember. Feels like a lifetime ago. But I'm done for the day. I really don't want to study right now, but I think I'm gonna I don't know, I have like conflicting feelings about it. I'm like, do I push myself to study right now knowing that I have to study for a long time this evening? Or do I give myself a little breather because we do have like meetings and stuff that we have to go to? But then I'm also going to the gym so I can blow off some steam there. It's just conflicting. I think the reason I'm feeling like this is because, let me show you the coffee that I had this morning. See how much of it is left? It just wasn't good. Like, I don't know if anyone else is like this, but certain espresso pods that I have, because I have an espresso machine and I have a Keurig. And I just got a new coffee machine. But listen. That's because I'm a coffee queen, okay? I love it. Anyways, my Nespresso pods, like, I got my Nespresso for Christmas. And, all I see is this. Oh, okay. That's a crab right there. Oh my gosh. Unsubscribe. Anyways, what was I saying? Frick, my memory. Oh, I like got like the Nespresso machine for Christmas, and like I got a pack of pods. So I've already used up all the ones that I like, and now I have the ones that I don't like. So this one is, which this is controversial. This is vanilla custard. It's like not bad. I'm about to like force myself to drink it and like get hype, but as you can see, the queen needs me, so I gotta go. Guess I am taking a break while I put up our new shower curtain. Okay, I just want to come on here and update you guys because I can't even remember what I last said, but I think I was feeling stressed. And normally I come back on here and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I just sat down and did some work and I feel better. I've been sitting down and doing work and I don't feel better. So I'm just documenting this whole thing for me. And when you look back on this, Erica, hopefully you'll look back and be like, wow, you literally were stressing and feeling all these different emotions for no reason. Well, there's a reason, but you know what I mean. Anyways, I don't know, like, it's very hard to trust yourself in I mean, I'm not in medical school, but it's very hard to trust yourself when you're studying like medical stuff and you're going to be tested on it, especially in this case, because like we only have 2 exams. So it's not like normally whatever I tell myself when I get ready to take the first exam, I'm like, it's okay if you don't do your best. Like, it's the first one, you don't know how the questions are going to be worded, you don't know the style really. I mean, I know that it's multiple choice, but like I don't know if it's case based, I don't know if it's definition heavy, I don't know if it's just going to be like straightforward, or you know, I gotta run around the corner, down the block, knock on somebody's door, hide in the bush, and then I'll find the answer. Like, I don't know. So yeah, I'm just freaking out a little bit, and I just really hope that the way that I'm choosing to spend my time is useful. And I feel like I've been called to do this. And I just need to trust myself. I need to trust that I know how I learn. And maybe sitting in lecture for 18,000 hours is not what I would do necessarily in medical school, but it's what I need to do right now. And if that means I'm gonna have to stay up later to study, then we're gonna have to stay up a little later, which is fine. I don't sleep like your average, I don't know, I was gonna say that animal that sleeps for a long, like a bear during hibernation. I don't do that. I don't know. I'll see you guys at some point. Update. I'm going to the gym, thinking about pulling an all-nighter. Okay, see y'all later. Good morning. Psych. If you realize I'm wearing the same shirt, it is the next day, but it's just at midnight. I just got done studying. And let me tell you guys something. They have broken me. Not really. I'm being dramatic, but I have decided to switch up my study method entirely. I don't know, like, I was sitting down, listening to some worship music, taking my notes, and I looked at the slides that they have for tomorrow. This is the first time that they've uploaded them, like, early enough for me to see them, and I saw the number, and I was like, it's not gonna be productive, it's not gonna be what you need it to be. You need to figure out a new way to learn this information without taking extensive notes. Like, you're gonna have to suck it up. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I think I'm kind of excited and terrified. Hopefully it works. I think that it will. I'm a smart cookie. I can figure this out. I'm only slightly freaking out, but I'm about to go to bed. I was thinking about, like I said, pulling an all-nighter, but there's no point. If I don't take the notes, I am exactly where I need to be. If I take the notes, I am years behind. And it's kind of like, this is gonna sound so gross of me, but I want you to imagine I am a reaction that happens in the body. And me not taking notes is like an enzyme. If I decide not to use the enzyme, so I just take notes, it would take me millions of years to get everything done in the body that needs to be done. But as soon as I cut out the notes, so I use the enzyme, I get it done in seconds. So I'm just gonna let that sit. I don't even know if that made sense. It's literally 12 a.m. So don't quote me on any of this. I might come back tomorrow and be like, I'm taking notes, but I highly doubt it. There's just no way. Anyways. Focus, Erica, focus, Erica, focus, Erica. Oh, I'm waking up early tomorrow. Okay, bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago.